Hi there, and welcome to the virtual cafe that is the Segilola Salami Show. How can I help you? Or what can I get you, rather?
Hello, good morning. My name is Femi Owoyale. Um, can I have a coffee, coffee latte, please?
Coffee latte, okay. How would you like your coffee latte?
Um, yeah, I like it plain.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a coffee latte is. I'm just going to say you want black coffee. No sugar, no
Okay.
milk, yes?
Black coffee. Yeah, no sugar, no milk. Yeah, cool. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, what would you like with your coffee? Coffee latte.
Yeah. Well, biscuit is good. Maybe shortbread.
Right. Okay. Well, you're not very difficult, but sadly, I don't really have a lot of store-bought things in my virtual cafe.
Yeah.
Last night, it's been a while because in May and June and
Yeah.
July, I found
Yeah.
myself that I was baking and baking and baking and baking and baking, and I was thinking that the little human, she was just developing a really sweet tooth. So I was
Wow.
like, bake for at least a month because I said so because I baked
Yeah.
two cakes in May and June.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, that's just too much sweetness in our life. I mean, you can never have you can never have too much sweetness. But I thought, it was getting to that point that I was like, okay, I'm going to not do so much sweet things.
Yeah.
It was, and then the little human, she then goes, what thing do her nursery rhymes going and she's gonna go, see, it's a cake, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there was this day, there I was
Of
thinking,
course.
oh, it's middle of the night,
Yeah.
she's in bed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and have a luxurious shower, right? So
Yeah.
there I was, putting my argan oil based conditioner in my hair,
Yeah.
giving my afro a nice, one of
Yeah.
those was when you're just scrubbing your scalp and it's just feeling really good, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know.
this
Yeah.
is the shit, me, right? I was there having fun. Then I got out of the shower, right? And so
Right.
when you come out of our shower, you look at one side, you see the living room, you look to that side, that's the
Okay.
whole way to the bedroom. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what it was that made me look, right? I looked to the living room,
Yeah.
the little human was there. I didn't have my glasses on because I
What?
wear glasses.
What?
Nothing, yeah? I went into the bedroom,
Yeah.
changed, put on my glasses, went to the living room. On my sofa,
Yeah.
water
Yeah.
was on there. It had been splattered all over the tablet and all over the sofa.
Oh my
So where
goodness.
you're like, you look and you
No
think,
way.
I
No
think it's
way.
Jesus. So I didn't even
Oh my
say
goodness.
nothing. I just said, you know what? Yes, please come and go back to bed. And then I just,
Oh,
yes.
I
So
hope
then 2 days
you
later,
have. Yeah.
2 days later,
Yeah.
I showed her the picture and I was like, what's
Yeah.
this? The little human goes, cake.
Wow. Again.
So basically, she was trying to bake a cake since I refused to bake a cake. So today in my
Ah.
future,
Oh.
so today in my future, I've got to bake a cake. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure what cake I'm going to bake today.
Yeah.
I've got Maltesers, I've got Smarties. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I just do a single layer,
Yeah.
I don't have. I might do a single layer
Yeah.
cocoa or
Yeah.
chocolate cake,
Okay.
frosting and Maltesers
Yeah.
to decorate the Maltesers and Smarties. So that's what is
Oh,
in the future. And
okay. Mm.
last night I made,
Mm.
right, and this is me. I
Yeah.
always feel proud of this. I made
Yeah.
my signature
Yeah.
homemade pancakes, Scotch
Oh,
pancakes that I
that's
didn't do
good.
it
I
really
mean,
was. I did it was like apple
oh,
pancakes,
yeah.
and
Yummy, yummy.
I used my special ingredient
Yeah. Cool.
buttermilk. It was like it was. And for one thing though, pancakes
Yeah.
never last in my kitchen. It's literally the lifespan of a pancake is literally the time it takes to reach the plate, and
Yeah.
for the next pancake to reach the plate. Between that time, it
Yeah.
is gone. So by the time I finished cooking, literally there was only one pancake left on the plate.
Left. Oh my goodness. Wow. It shows how, how cool, how good it is.
Well, I like to think so too.
It shows
That's
how
why I
good
get
it is.
people coming
It's
to the
good.
virtual cafe all the time, and they get to taste the imaginary version of my delicious
Oh,
dishes.
now I get it. Oh, now I get it. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, but and as much as I would have loved to give you the last pancake, I woke up in the
Okay.
middle of the night because I was hungry and I was dreaming about it.
And so you ate it.
I did. I
No,
went this morning to the plate and
no.
I was like, oh, I saw the tissue that I used in covering the plate. I was like, oh, there's one pancake left. I opened it and I was like, oh, there's no
Yeah.
pancake left. I was like, oh yeah, I ate it.
Oh, oh. So it's all gone now.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
So yes, you could just have that. And I've got supermarket
Yeah.
um bread. It's me or is it echoing?
Hello. Yeah. So for some reason, I mean, I'm losing you. I think I don't know. It might be the network,
No,
but
because
it's all good.
mine's.
Yeah, it's okay. We can just manage. We can go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I've disconnected my headphones.
Um. Now it seems like I'm losing you. Your voice is so faint.
Right. Okay. Let me connect my
But
headphones again.
oh, okay.
Is this better?
Hello.
Ah, okay. No more echoing. I've just changed the port the headphones was connected.
Yeah, just that the volume is kind of reduced.
Ah.
Um,
Hello. Hello. Hello.
but hello, I can hear you. Faintly, but let's go on. Yeah, it's all right.
No, we're good. Let me look for a different port and try it.
Yeah, it seems like you far away from your mic.
I've used it's the one that goes.
Okay, now it's getting better.
1 second. It's not yet connected.
It's all right. Let's just go on. Let's move on. I'll
Right.
strain my.
Okay. Right. Okay. So can you hear me better now?
It's better now. Yeah, it's
Okay.
better now. Yeah,
So
cool.
this is the best port. Okay. Right. So
Wow.
let me.
Yeah.
That's just so basically, the little human decided that since I refused to bake cake for her, she was going to attempt to bake the cake
Right.
by herself. So basically,
Wow.
she smothered butter
That's sweet. I
everywhere.
mean, she's learning from her mom.
Yes, yes, I feel, and it was just so remarkable, right? That she was able to go, oh, cake. So she has
Yeah.
then associated butter and cake together.
Yeah. Wow. That's really yeah. That's amazing.
But yes, it's
I love it.
yeah. So
There's
I'll
those
serve you a
their
slice
work.
of cake.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. Cool.
Oh yes, but then Femi, you didn't tell me what you do. You just said my name is Femi. You didn't say what you do.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I missed that part. Yeah, I'm a cybersecurity expert. As well as a web developer. So what I do is, I've got my own company, and so I work as a consultant for different companies, providing cybersecurity services as well as web development services. So basically, I can say I'm a contractor,
Okay.
or a consultant. So I get hired by different companies. So like on monthly basis. So and I work on their projects for them. Some of them, they just need maybe new website for their companies, or for it could be a media company that they need website for their clients.
Hmm.
And so they just for some reason it's cheaper for big companies to hire contractors than it is to hire a full-time employee. um
Right.
yeah, so they prefer to get a contractor, and that's why I'm very busy every month anyway.
Hmm. Good.
So yeah, so that's what I do, basically just providing web development services, as well as cybersecurity services to companies. Yeah.
Okay. So web development, that's basically just saying web design or website design.
Well, we see web design is slightly different from web development, in the sense that you could have a web designer, okay,
Mm.
but the web designer might not be able to code. So he might, in that sense, he's not a developer, but he's just a web designer. But however, it's very important for a web developer to have like web designing skills, because a developer is the one that codes. You code up, a designer provides. So that's just the difference. So someone who just has, let's say, degree in art could be a web designer, really. So if how to make like pixel perfect designs of web pages or applications, application interface, then yeah, cool. But a web developer codes everything up. So some web developer don't really know how to maybe design, but
Okay.
they can make wireframes, or let's say like sketches. I mean, that's enough. You don't have to be so perfect as a web developer, but you
Yeah.
must be really good at coding, writing codes, to bring the design to life. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I call myself actually, like, I call myself both, really, because I do web designing as well as web development. So
Hmm.
yeah, but simply just say I'm a web developer. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Even though the whole coding thing's just gone over my head, right? But please allow me to lament to you, right? Because it's like I just got the perfect person, to lament on the different aggro that I had in July. So please bear with me, right?
Yeah, right.
So
I
basically,
remember.
there I was, yeah, because I didn't say this to you, offline. So basically, there I was in July, minding my own business, doing my own thing,
Yeah.
and someone wanted me to share a page from my website. So
Yeah.
I go on my website, to take the link because it's easier to just copy and paste,
Yes.
right? So I went there and I
Yeah.
looked and I saw that the page, was for one of my books, was completely blank,
Hmm.
which was quite
Wow.
unusual. I didn't really know why that would happen. So, before you
Wow.
start, assigning blames and calling people witches and whatnot, I just took full responsibility. I assumed, right? I assumed that I had left
Yeah.
the admin panel of my website opened, right? And
Yeah.
because my little human, she's got access to everything, that
Yeah.
possibly in
Yeah.
my stupidity in leaving my website admin panel open, that she had pressed the buttons on my laptop
Yeah.
and unknowingly deleted,
Hmm.
the content of the page. That was what I
Um.
thought.
hmm.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay. Yeah.
taking responsibility for it. So I use my website as a
Oh.
word um blog. So I go into the dash, my dashboard, open the page where
Yeah.
the that I've seen is blank, and truthfully, in the text version, it was
Yeah.
blank. So I was thinking,
Wow.
oh, okay, so this is possibly what has happened. I've been stupid. I left it open. The little human, she goes and press.
Oh.
But then if she was actually pressing buttons, it would have come up with loads of like X and QWERTY and all those
Exactly.
funky
Yeah.
characters,
Just
right?
yeah. Also
Rather
the.
than it
Yeah.
being a full, deletion. But
Mm.
again, I didn't really think nothing of it. So for some
Mm.
reason, and I think the heavens were watching down on me, something just
Right.
said, click on the HTML version.
Yeah.
So when I clicked on it, lo and behold, there were like a gazillion websites listed on it.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
what? How did
Wow.
that happen?
Wow.
Right? Now, before that happened, right?
Hmm.
The website, the address, no, the password that I used to log into my admin dashboard,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Wow.
And I thought that, again, I didn't really think much of it.
Hmm.
So I contacted my hosting company and they pointed me how to get the password changed.
Password reset. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. Then, again, I didn't put, it's like you don't think of this, like you don't think that anybody, I just think I'm just,
Yeah.
a mom, I do my podcast show, I do my books, I'm
I
not a
know.
bestseller,
Yeah.
I'm not Amazon, I'm not
You're
Google.
just
Like,
on your own. Yeah.
who cares about me, right?
Yeah. Who cares about me? Yeah. I know.
So, I've done that, right? So again, I didn't put two and two um together.
Together. Yeah.
So I just thought they were just all minor incidences that they were not
Yeah.
linked together in any way. So I
Wow.
deleted all the email address, all the website addresses that had been added on, and I redid my
Yeah.
website.
Hmm.
And there I thought, okay, sorted, right?
Wow.
No more thing. And then I made sure that I wasn't leaving my computer, anyhow for my little girl to get access to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that was
Wow.
that. Then I was going through another page. I
Yeah.
saw that in between the text. So you can imagine if, let's say, I'm writing, my name is Segilola Salami, right? If,
Yeah.
and then in between that, my name is Segilola Salami. There might be, my
The
name is
links.
Segilola Salami. My name is Cheap Clothes for Men, Segilola Salami.
I
And it
know.
was
Yeah.
passed throughout. And I was like, okay, seriously, like this is becoming like no, the first one, I didn't even think twice about it. Second one, and I was like, no. When I saw that, I was like, okay, definitely, and definitely the little human would not have done this.
Yeah.
You just think, three times, seriously. Then, okay, so you're now thinking, great, okay, well, something is going on here.
Yeah.
Then, when
Yeah.
I discovered that, and then I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I was locked out of my own website. Like,
Wow.
seriously, it was not loading. The pages were not loading. It was turning up a blank white screen. People who were trying to look into the website, they were seeing some error codes, and it was like it was a nightmare, right?
I know. Wow.
Then, as if that is
Wow.
not bad enough, I'm not going to name
Yeah.
and shame them. But my hosting companies were not very helpful either. Then it got you're laughing like this is a complete nightmare. Seriously, like I was like,
Oh my
why is
goodness.
this happening to me?
Wow. Wow. So what did you do
Why?
at last? At
But
last.
eventually, when I got hold of
Yeah.
my hosting company,
Yeah.
I deleted the website completely.
Right.
But thankfully, my idiot web hosting
Yeah.
company,
Yeah.
they do backups. And now the reason why I know
Very
that they
cool.
do daily backups was because someone had said to me, I joined this networking, this
Yeah.
blogging community for like
Yeah.
marketers, and one of
Yeah.
the articles some of them had posted is that even though most hosting companies would do like daily backups, it's
Yeah.
usually
Right.
good practice to send them
Yeah.
an email to
That's right.
just confirm that they actually do the daily
Yeah. The
backups.
daily
So
backup.
that gave me the confidence to not even do my own daily backups.
Wow.
So
Cool.
when I eventually got hold of them, now this is something that I found that most regular sensible web hosting companies, they do 24 hours customer service.
They do.
Whereas mine,
Definitely.
yeah,
No.
but mine doesn't. They're
No.
based in America and they're Denver time zone, which means that they're 8 hours behind the UK, and they
Okay.
only open from 8 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. their time. So
Oh
basically, that's
no.
4 p.m. my time, right?
Oh no. Yeah.
And then their email, they don't even reply within minutes. Sometimes you'll be lucky if they reply within 3 days because I had sent
No
them an email
way.
and I didn't get a reply for a week. When I eventually was able to get hold of them on the telephone,
That's terrible. That's terrible.
it was really terrible.
Wow.
But eventually when I was able, they then talked me through how to restore the backup from a
Yeah.
time when I thought
Yeah. Yeah.
before the website was hacked.
Yeah.
So I was able to do that, and then I thought I had to then post all the content that had been in my website before, but thankfully I didn't for some reason. Even though I set the back restore point to be in June, it
Yeah.
then restored up to the end of July. I don't even know how it did it.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
the main thing that I was happy with
Yeah.
is that it basically it cut the neck of the snake.
Definitely.
Does the snake have
Wow.
neck? No?
It does.
It cut off the head of the snake. And then they didn't. And so I was then able to restore, install WordPress all
Yeah.
over with extra security. The
And
only
then
thing that I wasn't able to do was
yeah.
that when I'd installed WordPress and then, someone said to me that I should change the admin username from
Yeah.
admin to something else.
Ah.
Which
Okay.
I did, but when the website was restored, it deleted that new username.
The username. Okay. Okay.
It didn't exist, so it restored the original admin. But I was able to change the password to something that is memorable, to one of those like 25 characters, at and question mark and forward slashes and dots and
Question
you
mark,
must be, yeah,
ashes.
you not a single letter is in it. You must be an evil genius, right, to be able to hack that password. And please, if you're a hacker, I beg you in God's name, I am not even, I'm sure you're capable of it, but please do not try to hack. Please do not try to hack it. I give you guys all the respect, yes. So please
I'm not part of them, actually, even the work hacking itself is not supposed to be evil, really, because hacking is just, hacking just means, in our world, hacking just means that like you are curious, to find out something, and you're just curious, or yeah, to find out maybe some vulnerability, and to find a solution to it normally. But we've got like black hats, hackers, those who, and script kiddies. Those guys who have come, to their mission is just to destroy,
yeah.
to destroy, and to bring down your website or your application, and that's what those guys do basically. But um generally, a cybersecurity expert must know the ways of these black guys, black hat guys, so that um you'll be able to like combat different attacks that
Yeah.
they launch on your clients. And actually, you still have to take some precaution. For example, from what you said, I want to believe that you know the the restoration that you did, was like complete. By complete, I mean that sometimes when, after being hacked that way, you need to delete the whole website, which you did,
Hmm.
as well as the database itself, because sometimes hackers find their ways into the database,
Okay, now
through.
you're speaking a foreign language to me.
Okay,
I
oh
know what a
sorry.
database is, but how does that relate? How does the website
Okay.
have a
Yeah, yeah.
database?
Let me explain that. See, you see, your website has got two parts. That's the front end side, and the back end side.
Okay.
So now the front end is, what people see when they come to your site, and when they click on different links, and they navigate to different pages on your site. But the back
Yeah.
end side consists of scripts, and database, where all the content that you've written are stored. Okay,
Okay.
because when you log in into your admin side now, you write your content, you write different, let's say, yeah, you work on different topics. So
Yeah.
each of the content has got different, like in WordPress now, it's got different sections. It's got the title part, you've got the content part, you've got the image part. Each
Yeah.
of these different parts is being stored in database tables, where
Ah.
all the images are stored, the contents is stored, and for each post, the images that are linked to a particular post, will be linked in the database to the content. So everything will be linked
Okay.
together. So for you working on the front end, or just working in the admin part, you don't have to bother yourself about how all those things work together. All you need to know is, I press this button, I press publish, and it publishes. I press this and this and that, and this thing works this way. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of database queries, going on in the back end, as you are navigating from page to page, and pressing buttons. So sometimes when hackers get into your database, they can alter some things even right from the admin side, and sometimes we have what we call SQL injection, which means that they are able to send some dangerous scripts, to reside on your system, and I mean on your server, and even after restoration, still you will see get some problems, maybe just after some time. But I want to believe that your hosting company has helped you through the whole thing, and they probably deleted the database and maybe reinstalled everything. So I think, yeah, you can close your eyes and sleep at this point. But the other thing that I would like to also talk about was using this common username admin, and a lot of people still, you'll be surprised that a lot of people using WordPress, for example, using WordPress CMS up till now still make that mistake of using username admin, password admin, and that's why a lot of people get hacked. Using see, naturally, for anyone intending to cause harm to you, to cause harm to your website, when they come on the site, the first username they ever try is admin or administrator. We have what we call a dictionary of possible usernames and possible passwords.
Wow.
So yeah. So before, when a hacker is, trying to harm you, they try all the usernames on the dictionary. In the dictionary, they try all the passwords in the dictionary. If they really, really mean business, they want to get maybe siphon some honey from you. They take it as a day job. They sit down there, keep trying over and over and over and over again. Fortunately, WordPress has got this functionality, whereby you can set, you can, do some settings that after you've tried logging in, into the admin part for like maybe 5 times, then lock the person out. So WordPress has got that kind of functionality, so that if someone else is trying to log into your account, they'll be locked out automatically. They won't be able to access the admin part after 5 times, for example, if you set it to 5 times or 3 times. So
but you need to plug into that, because mine didn't have
pardon? No, WordPress, no, I think it's just out of the box now in the current WordPress version. So
what version is this you're talking about?
The latest one. I'm gonna check like more details about this for you later on. But
at the time it was 4.5 whatever, and it didn't have that, so it was never one of the settings in mind.
what?
I said the version at the time was 4 point something. I think it was 4.5 or 4.4.
Yeah, I think that's current.
Yeah, it didn't have that setting. I needed to
wow, it should really.
I needed to install a plugin for that.
Well, if you can't, yeah, maybe, yeah, but I have seen it before, not long ago actually. But if you don't have it, I think, yeah, a plugin will do the job. Then a plugin will do the job actually. So you can get a plugin for that. And I will say that you still need to change your username from admin. Okay. Yeah, because that's not safe at all. A persistent hacker wouldn't mind spend. I mean, maybe not for you, for your site anyway. But
I hope so.
no, not for your site. If it's, let's say, big company, they wouldn't mind spending 3 months, on targeting and on working on that particular site. So there are some software actually that hackers use for their operations. So these are just like scripts, and they are like robots just working. So all they need to do is just we've got what we call like password generators and username generators. They keep um trying everything possible. And
I've seen that in all these sci-fi movies.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So these things just the software just generates at random, and it keeps going on and on and on and on for like days, for like months. They leave the system open like that until at the end of the day, maybe after 3 months, they'll be able to get in. So what we say in my field is that there's no absolute security. Sincerely speaking, there's no absolute security. You just have to put some things into practice. For example, like I said, change your username, change your password, and I like that you have made your password really really solid. But despite that, you still need to change your password every, let's say, every 2 months, every 3 months. You need to define that for yourself. Maybe like some people who are like maybe over the edge change it every week or every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like too much. So
Yeah, so quick question I would like to ask though. Now, like you said, a lot of people would have had their username already
yeah.
set. And when I tried to delete the username admin, WordPress refused to let me do it. What do you suggest such
Yeah,
people do?
it won't delete if that username is what you have used to log in
Yeah.
at that moment, at that point in time, and yet you are trying to delete that username which you have used to log in. So it's like you are logged in using this username. You can't delete it right there unless you have logged in using another username. And if the username has got the same level of authority, you know,
Ah.
for example, like you need to create another username and password, and give it the administrative, like the super admin right.
Yeah.
So then you log out, you log in with that new username and password, and then you can delete that username.
Admin one.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you say it, it actually makes sense because that was what I was trying to do. I was logged in as admin, created the
Mm.
new user one, then I was clicking delete, and it was like, yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's not gonna happen. Yeah, because yeah, yeah, it won't happen. They've made it that way, which
Right.
makes sense
Perfect.
really if we think about
Yes,
it.
yeah, when
Yeah,
you think about it, it definitely does make sense. But at the time I was
yeah.
doing it, I was like, why is this thing not deleted? Why is this thing not deleted?
uh,
I'm glad I've learned something new now.
yeah,
So come out of admin, log in with new username and password, then
yeah,
click delete.
exact,
That makes
exact.
perfect sense.
You're so funny. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, that's what you do. I know. Um, hacking is like one of the most horrible things that can happen to someone like you, because you use your it's like your office is online,
Yeah.
or maybe part of your office is online, and you need to be like live. You need to be online all the time. So I mean, like your site needs to be up and running all the time. So if anything happens to it, then it could cause like really really big damage or something like that. So yeah, I think you really took the right steps. But another thing I would like to say is perhaps you need to change your hosting company, because they are not responsive. They are not very very responsive
Yeah.
when you try to contact them, and that's not secure enough. It's not secure. I mean, for a business, for yeah, the kind of things you do, it's not so good enough, like for you not to be able to reach them when you need them the most.
Exactly. If I needed to
So
speak to them at 3 a.m. UK time, I should be able to speak to them at 3 a.m. UK time, shouldn't I?
exactly. You should be.
Right.
I mean, I've got different hosting companies that I use, as well as even AWS, that's Amazon Web Service, and
Okay.
these guys are up every second. Like you just make a phone call, um, like they've got offices all over the place. So sometimes maybe it's someone from India that picks the phone, but I mean, you are on the right onto the right line anyway. So, and it's the company you're speaking to. So, and they'll get everything resolved within minutes.
Okay,
So
perfect. You see, because that would have made my life. I was really, really upset at that time.
I know.
Um,
I know.
so okay, now in your professional capacity, now because I know people will be like, oh yes, you're endorsing them and whatnot. Which web hosting companies do you normally use? And then if anybody listening to this wants to go and contact them, then they are at liberty to. But I'm just interested to know which web hosting
Well,
companies do you use and why do you use them? What do you like about them?
okay, yeah. Now, that's a bit tough question, really, because in my experience, there is no best, web hosting
Mm.
company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which
And
ones do you
so
use and
for
why do you
me,
like
I use the number one I use is Amazon Web Service. So
Is that an Amazon company? Good.
yeah, it's Amazon. It's Amazon. They've got another another sector of business entirely for cloud services. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, they've got like entirely. So it's called AWS, like
Okay.
Amazon Web Services. So I
Okay.
use that because they are very reliable, and I mean they've got the largest capacity for whatever at all you need. Like if you need disk space of 10 gigabytes, whatever gigabyte, terabytes, you get with them because everything is in space, is in cloud. I mean, and
Okay.
so next to Amazon Web Services, I use InMotion Hosting. That's another hosting company. So
Okay.
it's an American one, but they are very responsive. Like you contact them right now, they respond immediately. You can call them. They've got FAQs and different. They've got forums on their site as well. So and then I also use HostGator for my clients, um,
Okay. That's
and
a logo
also
to that sounds familiar to me.
yeah. So HostGator, you've got also I've used DreamHost before, and I've
Okay.
also used
So what was the advantage of using HostGator?
well, I think if you want to compare HostGator with let's say InMotion Hosting, for example, they don't
Okay.
have differences. Actually, they are both the same. So
Okay.
it's just like it depends. It's like you having um two kinds of granulated sugar. Okay,
Okay.
so maybe two brands of
Tesco brand, and Segilola
yeah.
brand. Right.
Yeah, two
Okay.
brands of granite, and it's all the same content. If you think about it, but I think what I look for sometimes it's in the pricing. Okay,
Okay.
um, for example, if my clients needs they need like a very cheap, okay, a very cheap hosting service with the best packages. If they need, let's say they want to have, the person doesn't want to spend much, but he wants to have maybe like email addresses for different people in his company. He also wants to um yeah, he needs enough space on the server, or maybe he also needs to, yeah, for all kinds of requirements. I just look for which one, which hosting company can provide a matching solution to the requirements of my clients. So between, usually I switch between InMotion Hosting and these guys and
Host.
HostGator. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, because for some requirements, if I select, I look through, because they've also got uh like a kind of like table for comparison for different
Okay.
services that they've got. So I look through the table and I just look at the ticks in front of each of the things I need, and then I just pick. So sometimes I find InMotion Hosting cheaper than HostGator,
Okay.
and sometimes I just go for a HostGator, maybe just because um yeah, they've maybe if the customer has not much requirements, for example, so I just go for HostGator. If he just wants to have one basic account, basic package with
Yeah.
just one email address, I just go for that. But I would say that InMotion hosting has got like wide range of like choices,
Okay.
and
In
features
motion
actually.
hosting. So in motion hosting.
Yeah, InMotion hosting.
Okay. And I take it that both
And
sorry, both in motion hosting
yeah,
and HostGator, they do 24 hours customer service.
they do that's also one of the reasons I use them. um I don't know anyone working there, so no one has paid me
No,
for hosting.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, okay, now I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you what I've learned, from this most despicable saga that, that's happened to me. And I will say that, the steps is that, when you're building a
Right.
website, make sure that
Right.
you do not use admin as the username or admin as the password.
Right.
Use a different username. And
Correct.
also, when you're doing the username, make sure that the display name does not reflect the username. So if you're going to
Exactly.
use John Doe as your username, for
Yeah.
instance, then use Segilola Salami as the display name. So that if anybody is
Yeah.
trying to hack into your account
Exactly.
and they use admin and that doesn't work, they're gonna go straight up and try to use
Yeah.
Segilola Salami. They're not going to think
Exactly.
that, oh, you've used a different name that's not Segilola Salami.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's one
Of
thing that
course.
I've learned from this,
Yeah.
from my having my,
So they've got like a dictionary that and dictionary steps that they follow. So they'll look for your
yeah,
first name, look for your last name, look for names of if it's people that are close to you, names of your kids, names of your
yeah,
husband, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Your date of birth. I mean, like
yeah,
if we keep on talking about security measures, we'll go on and on and on for for days, really, because I've had clients that I've had to like assess their social media usage, and
mm,
surprisingly, a lot of them give away so much information about their private life, about themselves, about everything. And um I mean, I'm also a researcher, so I've read like a lot, tons of research papers where I've seen people being attacked based on the information they've put on Facebook. You put there that you're going on vacation. Oh, I'm in Italy and everything. Someone just sees that and it's like, okay, yeah, cool. Their home is empty now. I mean, there's no one there, so we can go in and attack. So they go in at that time and just break into your house because definitely you're away. And if you have no way of maybe securing your place while you're away, then you just come back, just getting, you're being frustrated, and yeah,
yeah.
the police might not be able to do anything.
Especially if you
Yeah,
go for a month and by the time you come back, your place is completely empty.
it's gone, man. And or if some people just put their baby's pictures online and so on. And I've seen cases in the USA, for example, where kids are kidnapped because the parents have already put pictures of the kids. They've told the school that
Mm.
the kids attend. They even put address. They even show their they show their locations. Well, maybe they just they show their locations when they go to pick their kids and so on. And um, it's very very advisable not to just add any kind of people on your social media page as well. Um,
Yeah.
it must be people that you know personally. And these days we've got all kinds of identity theft going on and on. I mean, everything is just interlinked anyway. So,
Yeah.
not to take our time, I'll just
Yeah.
like
But
to say that,
it's really scary
yeah,
though that all these different things people I guess if I hack it because most times they say link your website with your social media profile, and so literally they can go there and and if you're one of those who puts all your
yeah,
personal details online, they can literally just guess your child's name and all those stuff, and really,
yeah,
really scary. So, okay, give us your ton to sort of not take too much more time. Give us your 10 top tips for staying safe online as an individual, as a business, as a website owner, and importantly, as an author. What can we do to stay safe online? Top 10 tips.
Well, that's a tough one. Uh, as an author, I think there are some things that you cannot take away. For example, you're a public figure in some way, so people will always know about you. But I like the fact that most authors these days use what do you call, like screen name or something like that.
Pen names, yes,
Yeah, you use your pen names, yeah. So which is one good tip for you to stay secure. And the other thing is that social media is very good for you to promote what you
yeah,
do, to promote your writing and everything. um, and if you have an account for promoting your writing, so that should be dedicated purposely for that purpose. That if you have, for example, on Facebook, you have a page, Segilola page. So let
yeah,
that be just dedicated to for updating your fans
yeah,
about whatever you do. Then the people within your circle, I mean, those are the ones that should be as friends on
yeah,
your private profile, Facebook
yeah,
profile.
yeah, yeah,
So that's another tip, and on your private profile, of course, you can share your work there.
yeah, yeah,
But and also you need to make the appropriate settings on your social media account. For example, on Facebook, make sure that you don't set you restrict access to your posts, you restrict access to whatever you write, even your comments or who comments on your wall.
yeah.
So make everything private, 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 private.
Okay.
um Another tip to use is that on social media accounts, you don't use your full names. I've got people using full names,
Yeah,
their full names on social media. For example, if I want to find some old lost friends, I just get on there and I just look for, oh, babala bali di bala bala, and then I just find them. But unfortunately, if anyone wants to search for me and they type my full name, they won't find me because I don't use my full name on social media.
yeah.
That's a good tip to also use. And
Okay,
also
so an example, sorry, so an example is someone who's like Jane, Mary, Elizabeth, Adelaide, Smith. So don't use your full name like that, yes?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
don't use it. You can just use maybe your nickname
Yeah,
plus your first name. I mean, because who is gonna ask you why you're not using your full name on social media? Is not compulsory.
yeah,
It's not like someone is gonna query you if you're not using your full name.
yeah,
So you are in control of whatever you put on it. And what people don't know is that whatever you put on the internet can never be taken down.
yeah.
Whatever you put on social media can never be taken down. I mean, you might delete it from your box, you might delete it from your profile, but it is online. It is on Facebook server. You cannot
Quick
take all these
question
things
though.
out. Yeah.
Quick question though. I read or I heard something that you can ask Facebook to delete the data that they hold again. If you're deleting your account, you can ask them to delete the data that they have about you. And I think
Yeah.
there was some law that came up where you can also ask Google to do the same thing. I've not read into it, but I think I read something
Yeah.
along those
There
lines.
is, yeah, I mean, I've seen that update. Every now and then, I mean, Facebook keeps, and other social media companies keeps, they keep updating their terms and conditions. Of course, if you want to delete your account or deactivate your account, they bring that option of asking them to delete everything permanently.
Yeah.
But the fact is, I mean, the truth is that they've got your details still. They've got all your pictures and everything still, but they might not just make it public. Okay. But no, they'll delete it from Facebook. But you know, seeing that Facebook makes money from your posts, they make money from all the content that you put on there. They have the absolute right to your pictures, to everything that you've put there. So because you are using their platform, so if you have put the pictures of your kids there earlier on this month, and now you are thinking of opting out of Facebook, of course you can opt out. You can tell them to delete everything, but um I'm afraid that in future, somehow, somewhere, you might still find the picture of this baby that you've put there like long time ago. So you might not notice it right away. You might not discover it right away. Um, the key thing is that we don't trust. I mean, in my field, we say that we don't fully trust Google. We don't fully trust any social media platform at all. We don't trust them. So they might say this, but in practice, they still have your content. Or so far, you've given them permission to use your content since, I mean, as at the time you were using their platform. Now that you have opted out, well, it's your luck. They might, yeah, they delete your account, but they still have access to your stuff. So that's how that works. So fully trust them anyway. Yeah, so these things, if we can try to practice this was it precautions, I think, yeah, we can stay safer. So anyway, everything has got advantages and disadvantages. There was a time that we carried out a research, and we were meant to, like, we were like 5 in a group, and we were meant to like Google one another to see who is more visible on Google. Okay. And funny enough, it was only one of us that you couldn't find anything. We were meant to carry out like what we call like social hacking. So like you try to find information about this person based on what you know about them. Okay. So use their names, use their surname, yeah, use their date of birth, use everything, and try to look for them on different forums. So yeah, funny enough, some people even still use their full names on some weird forums or some adult sites and everything. They still use their full name and everything. And to one of us, we were not able to find information about. And that guy I think the guy is going paranoid, really, because it's so funny. He doesn't even use smartphone. He uses old Nokia. Yeah. It's just like, I don't trust all those companies, and I'm never gonna let them have access to my information at all. I was like, wow. So how does he get a job? How does he apply for job? He just applies directly to companies and so on. Everything has got limitation. If you think about it, like if you are too extreme, you might lose out on some things. So it's best to just find a balance in between. And yeah. So yeah, just take precautions and we'll be fine. That's it.
Well, no, thank you so much. I'm sure if I got you to say the full 10 tips, we'll not leave here today.
Okay.
If anyone needs to contact you for further info, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, you can get me on my email at Femi, FEMI, at livicode.com. Livicode spelled as LIVICODE.com. Livicode is the name of my company. So yeah. So then I'll respond within 24 hours.
Okay, so Femi at livicode.com. Anywhere else?
Yeah. Well, mobile phone.
Are you on Facebook?
Well, and also I'm on Facebook as well. My Facebook name is let me see. If you go on, it's funny, right? If you go on Facebook.com, then you just put / Owoyale Femi. That is OWOYALE FEMI.
Okay.
I've got a lot of friend requests pending. So before I add anyone, I must maybe get an email from the person saying who he is or where we've met or what
Okay.
he needs.
So
Yeah.
basically, the best thing is for someone to send you an email first.
Yeah, send me an email first. Yeah, before you add me anywhere. So after
Okay.
our conversation, and then I mean we establish a relationship, and then I can send link to my Facebook or something like that.
Okay.
But
That's
all good. Yeah,
okay. So basically,
yeah,
email is the best way to get in touch with you, and it's Femi Femi at livicoach.com livicode.com.
yeah. Correct. Thank you very much.
Okay, now as this is a book website and we've talked about serious, depressing things,
Yeah.
tell me one, preferably self-published book that you've read recently.
Um. Well, there was this one called titled Abiku. Oh, that's what I've read. Um. I know we're running out of time. I also need to go very quickly, but so Abiku was written by Segilola. Funny enough, I mean that's I can say that the last book that the book I've read just most recently, and
Okay.
I read it from back to back, and I really I got glued to the to the book completely. It was really surprising because of the way she described every detail. Um, she's used the right words, and she's got a way of taking the reader by the hand and just taking them through this imaginary world, and everything was so was so amazing because it's like I could read everything. It's like I could see everything. Yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting. Anyway, so anyway, yeah. So that's how it is. I
Okay, so that's
really
the last self-published book that you've read.
pardon.
So that's the last self-published book you've read, or the way to self-publish book you've
Yeah,
read. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. As soon as I know who wrote it, I'm not even going to make any comments. So I will be seen as shamelessly plugging my own book.
Uh,
So
oh
the actual title is At the Foot of Battle of Gods, and
my
I
goodness,
wrote it on the
I'm losing
Wattpad
you.
page.
I can't hear you. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no, it's breaking.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah. Okay, now I can
Can you
hear you.
hear me?
Yeah, now better.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was saying that the actual title is Abiku, A Battle of Gods. And I wrote it
Right.
under a pen name, and
Yeah.
that's Elizabeth Salawu. So that's Salawu.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad that
Great
you
job.
liked
Great
it.
job. Great job. Yeah. Just keep it up. Great job. Great job. It's yeah, quite interesting. I mean, if I would talk about it, I'll just keep on talking forever. And I think my wife and daughter are coming to hit my head very soon.
Okay, that's
I'm coming
fine.
in for
That's
the.
fine. That's fine. I'll let you go. Thank you so much for coming on the show and for ordering your bland coffee, no sugar, no milk.
Thank you very, very much.
Or
It's been a great pleasure.
it was up to other things. Well, it's been glad have I've been glad
Yeah.
I can't even speak properly now, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I thank you for all the useful tips and advice. I mean, I know I've definitely learned something new from you today.
Thank
So
you.
thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
And
You're
hopefully
welcome.
you'll continue checking out the show.
Yeah, yeah. I've really had a great time on the show. Thank
Okay,
you.
and what do you think about the other episodes? Because I like to do this. You know, it's nice to know if people actually listen to the show.
Really cool. Uh, I've I've watched like a couple of them. I really like them, and I think that's what made me like become even much more interested in this hangouts because you
Yeah.
you guys you've been doing a great job so far. So just keep it up. Yeah. And I'll be willing to come, back anytime. Anytime. You're welcome. Yeah. Cool.
Have a lovely day in this hot, blistering sun that
Yeah.
we're having in London.
Yeah. It's really nice one here in London.
All right, then. Take care.
Wow. Thank you very much. All right. Cheers.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.